Sullivan from Sullivan's Projects. Right now it's about 11:15, I guess. We are standing right in front of the OK Corral in Tombstone, Arizona. And I just wanted to say once again, what a funny place to be. I mean, I just had to laugh when I heard my uncle tell my dad. I don't mean to laugh at him, but it's just so Sullivan-esque to wait until the Chiefs won the season after 16 games going into the playoffs, and it's the end of the year. So I'm very sorry to hear my dad's twin brother had just died today. We're in Tombstone, as I said. We're going to flip around and show you the OK Corral. Then we're going to drive into Sierra Vista and do our traditional annual New Year's Rockin' Eve there. All right, we'll see you soon. What you're looking at here is just about a mile or so southwest of Tombstone, Arizona. And as I time this right, I ought to hit Sierra Vista, my hometown you see up here in the distance, just about midnight. So we'll take a pass through there on Friday and watch the fireworks or not, see if anything changed. It won't. But God still loves us, and most of us are still here, so let's make the most of that, and God bless. We'll see you at midnight 2018. So far, so good. We made it. Most of us, anyway. God bless. We're right now at a pretty good, nice view here, just east of Sierra Vista, Arizona, my lovely hometown in Sierra Vista, Arizona. It's about maybe 10 minutes now until midnight. So, with that having been said, we're going to continue the yearly tradition of riding you through town, and hopefully in doing so you'll see just how wonderful my hometown is, how little it changes as it goes from 2017 to 2018. We hope for nothing but the very best for you guys this year. So I got about 10 minutes to go until midnight here. And so begins 2018. Got a little bit missing here. I'm redoing this sign this year anyway. Welcome to my world. What you see here is some stuff from the past. My dad's flying compass. A lot of my old cameras that have taken a lot of film over the years. This is my grandmother's desk. It actually belongs to my sister Jeanette, I think. And worth a ton. I'm keeping it in good shape for her. It's hers whenever she wants to come and get it. And I wanted to show you this. This is an outline. We're going to cut it out here. Goes like this for the. This is for the super optic, suboptic reverse. This is the mid plane. My family all knows what this is. This is traced right out of the family table as we were kids, and you'll see some of that in the future. Just trust me on this. Anyways, somehow I made it. Chiefs made it somehow into the playoffs. They always choke in the postseason. Let's hope this year is different. Somehow I made it. Got about a ton of pictures I'm going to be going through this month. I'm going to be sending them out to everybody. So send me your address. What do I have? Well, this is just the trash. This is the actual cutout from the table that I just traced it out. And what you see here is, let's make sure you can see it. This is the years and years and years of pictures I have to go through. Signed by Vance Brand, shuttle astronaut, 3-time shuttle, or Apollo Soyuz. Our friend from Clearwater, Nicole Stott. Just McCain back in the day. So many memories to go through. A lot of old Navy stuff. Just tons and tons and tons of pictures to go through. Just tons. I got 5 boxes like this, guys. Here's my old dad. Colorado ski trip. Anyways, my goal is Rebecca St. James, my old friend, singer. Look her up, Google. Just such a fantastic past that I've had. Really, just can't begin to tell you. I haven't really even begun to look through this stuff yet, but I'm going to sort it all out. Somehow get it into some kind of order for you guys. Space shuttle. I'm just going forever like this. Just miles and miles and miles and miles. That's the Peleliu. That's the Midway. Told you guys. Just what a life. Colorado. Filming for Liberty 72. That's actually Italy, I think. Is it? Yeah, it's Liberty 72. That's either LA or Italy, I can't remember. The Capitol building. That was filming Liberty 72 back in the day. So much. A very old KU football game back from the 70s. So many pictures. I'm trying to avoid showing you guys the people pictures. I know some of y'all don't like that. But anyways, One of my favorites. This is, I can't tell you where this is, but I can just tell you it's somewhere off of the coast of China. From my airplane, one of the most beautiful sunrises I ever saw. And in 2001, right in the same area, a Chinese fighter ran into a plane just like this. They made the news. If it wasn't for 9/11, that would have been the big news of 20. I don't know what that scaffolding was. That would have been the big news of 2001. I was filming Liberty 72, Hidden Treasures. It's got a lot of the stuff I used was actually just for plates for that movie. There's so much stuff to go through. That's the Midway again. Japan, the poem, here that goes. Tons and tons and tons of these. I gotta figure out some way to how to print those. There's actually a way. This is just one box. Remember, John, no people picks. No people picks. No people picks. That was, I think, I don't remember where that was. One of the state capitals. Probably Kansas. No people picks. This is we were building Liberty 72 back in '96. That's the first model. We can actually see the decks there. We built, that's the flat top. We kept the same design, the wings. This one here lit on fire a lot. We had to scale it down for the next movies. And we did. No people picks. A lot of stuff I just saw that was cool over the years. I just took pictures of it. Still a lot of. Anyways. That's the Peleliu, my ship, my last ship. I was actually coming up from a different ship. This is I think in the Persian Gulf during 2000 or so. No picks, Johnny. No people picks. Anyways, it's got so much to go through. And it will. That's Winter Park back in the 70s. I have pictures of all this stuff. Another one, I think that's the Upper Lodge Winter Park back in the 70s. This is my old friend Jackie Velasquez. Look her up, Valeasquez. I filmed her, look it up on YouTube. That was New Year's 2000. I saw her the night before 1999. So many things to go through. But I will. There's no people picks, John. This was we filmed Liberty 72 up here on this is the Great Lakes. I mean the Twin Lakes in Colorado. Actually went there and filmed that for that. And no people picks, John. Okay. I can show you that one. I forgot where it was. Just so much to get. Like I said, guys, I got like 5 boxes of this stuff to go through. But, oh, Nancy won't mind if I show her this one. This back in '77. Another one of McCain. I wasn't really a big fan of his, still am not. No people picks, John. I got some good ones, I'll tell you. What else do I got in this? Air Force 2. This was up in the Smith. No, this is Kennedy Space Center. They had an actual. This is a third stage of a Saturn V that actually did not launch. Very cool hotel room in Italy. Oh, this is one of the Mercury astronauts I interviewed back in 2002. The Air Force guy named Wally Schirra. This is the same day I got Crippen and Young together for this first interview after the Columbia was lost. Here you can see some astronauts I interviewed that same day. John Young, Alan Bean, 14, Ed Mitchell, Gene Cernan, and here's the old host of ABC's Good Morning America, David Hartman. My mom also liked to show that he was on playing a teacher for some reason. This is San Francisco from off the coast. We did some filming for Liberty 72 up there. Just lots and lots of stuff. This is actually my ship in San Francisco, or no, Seattle. This is Seattle. I actually went across the bay and saw the Midway on the same trip, so that was kind of interesting. This was the Midway before they repaired it. This is up in Washington, that same trip up to D.C. So they really fixed up the Midway since then. If you ever get to San Diego, go see it. That one broke my heart, but it just tells you how hard they worked to get that one going. Again, no people picks, John. No people picks, no people picks. This is cool. This is the Leaning Tower of Pisa. It's the shadow of it, actually looking down. I almost slipped off this thing and fell down to this table down there because it is leaning. You can't tell in this picture, but my feet were over the side. This was Liberty 72 when we filmed When Battleships Fly. We actually had a scene where we had to film a pier coming off Encinitas, and these are actually the bluffs of Encinitas. We actually went out and filmed all this stuff. This is actually plates we used for the first film. I don't have rights to any of this stuff anymore, but we did go out and shoot it all. And I still have the rights to the plates. But that's California, Encinitas, where we had Liberty 72's home base there. We actually had a pier running about 12 miles out to sea, all CGI'd in. What else can I show you, or can I show you? Yeah, this is what a life, just what a life. Anyways, this was the USS Midway heading out right before 9/11. The next time you'd see this ship again, they were bringing on Johnny Taliban Walker off the coast of Afghanistan. All the Marines you see here landed on the beach in Afghanistan by helicopters that you don't see, but they're actually from Oceanside up here. This is actually the same cliffs of Point Loma, San Diego. This is actually the little hole you go through, like North Island's down here, and that's the ship last time I saw it. I actually went back and saw it since it came back, but that's the last time you saw it before the war. I can show you my cousins, some of my family, they won't mind on that side. Some old friends from the Navy days, River Mall. That's the Palu. Just love that ship. I don't want to. This is Key West. I'm not going to tell you what this is. I'll tell you. This is the first car I ever bought. I bought it for. It was a Ford Escort. This is from my old house. This is Key West, and that's a motorcycle that I bought. Could never get it to run, so I had to sell it for scrap. This one here broke down in Homestead, and I gave it away for $1. And sure enough, the guy that owned it got it towed. Didn't get it registered, and I got the ticket. Never bought another Ford again. Never will. This is the stage I filmed for Jackie Velasquez. She's actually up there. Let's see. Anyways, trying to do my best to honor my family's wishes and not show any people pictures, so I'm kind of sort of do this fast as I go through it. There's Jackie up in another county up in northern. This guy's funny, the old mayor of San Diego, substitute for Rush a lot. And he's a good guy. He really is. This must be the Lake Champlain. I can't remember. This is a ship I really didn't care much for. What else we got here I can show you? Not that one. Oh, Lincoln Center, Denver, Colorado. I don't even want to know about that place. My flying days off the coast, if I can't tell you where. My flying days, this is actually over Colorado, I think. This is a funny picture of Roger. Roger, Denny Hassard, who went to jail for child abuse, and Randy Duke Cunningham, the Navy ace, who went to jail for embezzlement. Roger always kept some interesting friends. This is Aomori, Japan, one of my favorite places. I actually use this for a plate shot for the movie Hidden Treasures. This is on the ground in Atsuki, Japan, my hometown plane. I lived about a couple blocks west of there. That's the plane getting ready to take off. No people picks, John. This is really cool. This was the entrance to Carlsbad Caverns in Mexico. It's an incredible sight to see. Family pics can't show you. This is a John pic. I can show you that one. A lot of my pictures, I would just like to show you guys, but I can't because I was asked not to. But that's where they built Saturn V, and also they stacked the shuttle on. Where am I looking at here? This is actually probably the west end. North. This is actually looking from the north. They actually brought the shuttle out this way. They stacked it up here and they put it out this way. Shuttle was about this tall in there after they put it together. Saturn V is about this tall. Italy, love the place. Oh, I love that girl. I can't show you the picture though. She says she's in the DC area now. The whole thing's happily married again, and I'm very happy for her. Anyways, one of these days I'll get these all sorted out. That right there, if you can't see it, is the dome of the Vatican. Since then, up here, they've actually put railing up here, but back then you could walk up here to the lantern through a very interesting staircase that goes up this way through there, and you climb up to the very top. You can walk out here and look over the whole city from the Vatican. Pretty cool. I really enjoyed visiting that place. This is actually from the midpoint. We're actually standing on top of the main Vatican itself, looking west. And up there at the very top, you can't tell, but there's like a couple of very small spikes, and then it goes to a cross up there. And this is actually the lantern. This is the area you walk around. If you look at it now, that it has like a fence around it, but back in the old day it didn't. So much to show you, no time to show you. Good old Paramount Pictures, Hollywood, California. I spent lots of time there filming my stuff and working with other projects. That's the famous water tower that you see there. What else? It's kind of dating it. Arsenio Halls, Cheers, Wings, Bob, Local Heroes. This is all at Paramount Pictures when I was filming down there. There were the shows going on. You guys remember that from Neodache, I'm sure. Just tons and tons of stuff to go through. Anyways, that's just one box. Tons more where that came from. I can't show you. A lot of old Navy stuff. I just love the use for firewood. Picture people can't show you. I can show you this one. That's our old dog sport. This is the inside of the Vatican dome looking up toward the top. I really wish I had better cameras back then. Oh, yeah, I tore that one up. I'll find the other half somewhere. Yeah, I was actually in that picture somewhere. Interesting story behind that one. It has to be something I'll tell you. Can't show you, can't show you. This is Jackie. The last time I filmed her, I filmed her from all sorts of different angles. She liked that one. Ooh, do not show that one. Do not show that one. Do not show that one. Don't show that one. I would love to show that. One of my pops and twins. Everybody remembers my old bedroom back in 7th Street. me kind of learning how to crash a bike on my first day, and I remember that day well. About tore my thumb off. 70s Christmas trees, yeah, we all had them. Here's me, an astronaut. Oh, what's his name? Air Force Colonel. I feel so bad not remembering his name. Ask Nicole Shotstad. Anyways, he was one of the shuttle astronauts in the early days, and starts with a B. I forgot. I feel so bad. It's my dad's old Cessna taking off. I'm sorry, that's the beach. Can't show you. Can't show you. It's just Italy at the base of the tower, Leaning Tower of Pisa. Can't show you, skiing. Can't show you. I like that picture of Dad and Glenda. Can't show you. Cunningham. There's me filming my last project, the TV series down there, my brother. This is my look when I lived in Italy, overlooking the Mediterranean Sea. It's me when I was like, who knows, I don't know, very young. I'll show you the pictures of me. Very cool picture. I can't tell you about, but I know too. Admiral Stockdale was very famous in Navy circles. He, for whatever reason, became vice president. I'll ship the Midway. This is actually just a picture of the north end of the Vatican. I guess I need to say my New Year's resolution will be sometime this year to finally find time to go through all this crap. Kind of sort it out and melt everybody. Don't want to know. Another picture from the top of the Leaning Tower of Pisa. My friend Jackie Velasquez, Google her, very famous singer. Here's the pictures of building the second Liberty 72 model we did back in, this one I guess would have been 98. There's the so-called landing pods and stuff. We built this one full out, and this one didn't catch on fire as much as the first one because we went to Disney and got some really cool bulbs we used on the inside to keep the damn thing from lighting up. But now they got CGI and everything, so it was a fun time doing that stuff. It really was. Kind of wish I didn't. This is a F-18 streaking across the deck of the Midway at night. I'm gonna get back to the different era. I guess this would be Neo de Shade, the old Neo de Shade. Yeah, I remember all this stuff almost to the day. Anyways, like I said before, there's Jackie again, me again. This building, this is a tower up in northern Italy that's since collapsed from right here. I say, guys, I got like 5 of these things. Some of them I haven't looked at in years and years and years and years. That'd be my mom giving me a haircut or trying to fix my who knows what after I think Tim beat me up. This is her mom, my grandma Hetty, and somehow I think I outlive both of them. The Huddy family on my mom's side. Public domain, so I can show you that because I didn't take it. My old plane, my old Navy days, Liberty 72, that's the first model we worked on. They're all kind of look the same. We eventually scaled it down to something really small just to not burn up the place. Anyways. Leaning Tower of Pisa. The astronauts I interviewed again. Building Liberty 72. Anyways, got lots more to show you. Had some good picture of me and my air crew days. Me, Lindsay Wagner, Leah Majors. You've seen that one. Picture from George H.W. Bush when I retired from the Navy. Nice of him. Sorry I got torn. Same with Gerald Ford. Nice of these presidents to all sign something for me. Bill Clinton, that was nice. Commander-in-Chief George W. Bush, that was nice of him. Got lots of this stuff, guys. I don't even look at it anymore. So the plan is to somehow sort through all this stuff this year and get it out to you guys before my time is up. At least I can sort out what I need to sort out. There's some history behind that. Related to my books and movie projects. But anyways, happy 2018. Have a good one, and who knows what's coming this year.